CFC gives you life skills into the future after you've finished school. Both the general and the access courses will give you skills that you'll be able to use well after you've left school. CFC is not just about children, it's about the family and the wider community. It's about social injustice issues going on, so you will find a lot of crossover between what you do in religion and life in terms of advocacy and social justice issues and what you do in CFC in Year 11 and 12. For those of you in the access pathway or considering the access pathway, if you take the certificate 3 or 4 in education or childcare, you will find again a lot of crossover between our course content and your TAFE coursework, and you'll be able to apply what we do here at school to your TAFE work. It's one of the few subjects in upper school where we do have a heavy focus on psychologists and developmental theories. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, then CFC could be the course for you. Any career option where you might be working with children such as childcare, social work, nursing, psychology, teaching, all would be great career avenues to extend on what you've learned in CFC. So in CFC we cover not only the growth and development of the child, but also the family, and then how that impacts on the wider community, both in our country and globally. We look at developmental theorists. We look at cultural diversity in the community. We look at legal issues such as Family Law Act and Working with Children Act and how that applies to us in the community. As I've stated earlier, we look at social justice issues and advocacy, so who advocates for children in third world countries when they're being used as child soldiers or in child labour. We look at social and environmental responsibilities that each family has, given that we only have one planet, and we all need to work together to ensure its future for future generations. We assess using investigation tasks, responses and production tasks. In the general course, a production task is weighted approximately 50% of your course mark. In the ATAR course, there are also exams. One of the best bits of feedback we get about CFC is the girls really enjoy the practical tasks that we do. So they really enjoy the cookbook task, where we make a cookbook for a family, and they enjoy making the games and then playing with either the pre-primary children or the primary school children that we have here at Santa. There are no real preparations you need to do for CFC, as there aren't any prerequisite subjects for CFC. The transition from Year 10 to 11 can be a little bit challenging, but that challenge applies across all subject areas. So with CFC, one of the benefits is that there is a practical component to your marks, so it gives you a little bit of break from just the constant theory workload that you might find across all of your upper school subjects. And lastly, the reason you should take CFC is it's fun, and where we can make it practical, we do.